Hi, Krafty Girl Keri here. So excited to be part of the Kraftin Kimmie design team. So what I wanted to share with you today is using the new Beautiful Blooms set as well as the Krafty Kolours ink. What I've done is put a little piece of Velcro underneath and then the little dauber. And then I put them in here so that way I can keep them all together. And that way, as more colors come out, then I can keep them all together and I can just grab my ink when I'm going to craft. So we're going to use Purple Pansy as well as Lovely Lagoon on this. And I'm using, if you can see, the sunflower, that's what I'm going to call it, this one, as well as the stem and leaves. But what we're going to do is a resist. So I am using clear embossing powder and VersaFine or Versamark ink. Now you can also use white. White embossing powder will also work on this technique, but I have the clear right here, so that's what I used, and because my paper is white, it's going to do the same thing. Now I have this set up on my Misty, and I like to do this so that way if I don't get a good impression, I can stamp it again. And these leaves over here, I'm not... or I guess they're not leaves, they're flower petals. But I want to do another inking just to make sure that we don't have any problem. All right, we'll take this off, set this aside. And when I heat emboss, I put it into a coffee filter. I don't have coffee filters in the house because we have a Keurig, but I do in my craft room. So that way it catches everything. And if you do that, then you can just pour that all right back in. And then you can throw it away or you can reuse it a few times, but it makes it really nice. Then we'll use our heat tool. And I have this ream of Hammermill color copy digital cover. I have seen people use this for their Copics. I like Express It for my Copics, but this works really good on other, sponging like this, or if you just need white cardstock. It's relatively cheap on Amazon. I think it was like $15 for the ream, which is, a really good price. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Purple Pansy ink, and if you haven't tried the new Krafty Kolours, they're really nice, really juicy hybrid ink, and the cover snaps on. So it's not just going to fall off and dry out. I labeled them so that I would remember which one was which as we get more colors. And then I just ink up my dauber. And for this technique, I'm going to set it down right in the center. And then I'm just going to work out in a circular motion. And then that ring gets lighter and lighter as you get out. And you know, obviously darker in the center, right around those leaves. And then you have a nice resist where the flower is. Now I'm going to use Lovely Lagoon. And I'm going to do the same thing for the leaves. And I'm going to start where the leaves are on the stem, and then work my way down from there. Now I'm going to die cut this, and we're going to finish this off by making a card. Okay, so I die cut a double stitch oval, and now I want to fill in some of the white. Not all of it, but some of it. And I'm going to put a piece of paper here because I want it to be lighter. I want the darkest to be right around the petals. So I'm going to ink some of that off, and then I'm going to come in here and kind of blend this out with a much lighter purple. So you can see, lighter. And then we're going to do the same thing with the Lovely Lagoon. I'm going to ink off some of that ink so that we can come in and kind of just do a little blending there and a blending here so that we don't have that stark white that we had. All right, there we have it. All right, then what I did is I took the cardstock that is in the Kraftin Kimmie shop, and I die cut the purple pansy as well as the Lovely Lagoon. Did the decorative edge, and then I embossed the purple pansy. Added some ribbon, and then I want to use the black. So we'll put this back in our MISTI to make sure that we get it good. Nice dark black. Actually, I was going to stamp the bloom over the oval, but I don't want it to go over the stem, so we'll add it a different way. Pop this up. I know I use a lot of pop dots. I don't like it to fall. We'll add this to the front. Take the rest of that ribbon and make a bow. When you get it how you like it. I'm just going to add it right there. Okay, so I stamped the sentiment and cut it out and then added the bow on top. And then I'm just going to finish it off with some Nouveau glitter drops in the Lilac Whisper as well as the White Blizzard. So if you haven't already, I would highly recommend the Krafty Kolours new hybrid inks from Kraftin Kimmie. Thanks so much.